I'm Carrie, and I work at the Centerville Library, and today I'm going to show you how to make a soda can into a lantern. You will need a soda can for your project. Something to keep the can from moving so much, like a silicone mat or a hand towel. A light source, like a string of fairy lights or a battery-operated tea light. A can opener to open up the top of your soda can. And finally, the tools that you'll need to use to poke holes in the soda can. A hammer and a pointy screwdriver, like that, or just a regular nail. To make the light shine through your soda can lantern, you're going to need to poke holes in it. This is the part where I say, please make sure that you are using tools carefully, slowly, and not being in danger of hurting yourself or anyone else. Be aware of your environment around you, and make sure that if you're using a screwdriver or a nail, that you are using the hammer very carefully and keeping your fingers out of harm's way so that nothing gets impaled or crunched. When you're punching holes in the soda can, you can do it a variety of different ways. You could plan out a specific design that you want to punch out, or you could just kind of go freehand. That's what I did with the one that I made, to just sort of make it look like stars. So what I did was very carefully, had this nail here, and put it at the top of the soda can, wherever I wanted to poke the first hole, and then just hammer the nail in just a little bit until you feel it poke into the aluminum of the can. And then, if you see there is my first little hole in my soda can. And you're just going to want to repeat that many, many times until you have enough holes in the can and you're satisfied with the way that it looks. As I was poking holes in the can, you may have noticed that my soda can is becoming a little bit dented as I'm hammering the nail into it. So you'll probably have to stop and punch out those dents every once in a while. Once you're satisfied with the amount of holes that you've punched in the can, you're going to want to figure out what you're going to use to light up the inside of it. If you're using a string of fairy lights, you don't have to cut out the top of the can. You can just feed the string of fairy lights right in there and then put it upside down like that, and it should be okay. If you are using a tea light like this, battery operated, you're going to need to use a can opener and cut out the top of the soda can. So you've cut out the top of your soda can like that. If you have trouble using the can opener, get a parent to help you. Make sure you're trying not to leave any sharp edges. Just make sure that you're being careful about that. And then I'll take the top of the soda can out. And then you can turn your tea light on and put your soda can on top of it. When you have your completed project, it will look a little something like this. So this is the one I made with the tea light inside it, like that. It's just easier to see from a different angle, but there you go. Or this is the one that I did with the fairy lights inside it. I think the fairy lights work a little bit better because you get more light inside, but either one will work for you. You could also use a small flashlight. If you have a really, really small flashlight, that might work as well. So get creative, try some new things out, maybe try to do a pattern in the can, and see what happens. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you have lots of fun making these soda can lanterns yourself. Please make sure that you're being very careful with any tools that you're using. Ask your parents if you need help, and stay safe out there and have fun.